welcome to my new channel. My name is Chris. I've decided to do this as a sort of a vlog thing, maybe to help others, maybe just as a way of looking back at things for myself. Um, I'm in the process of having a gastric sleeve surgery with the NHS. I have my operation booked for the 5th of November. It is currently the 2nd of October, so about 5 weeks away from it now. Um, it's been quite a long process to get to this point. I've been probably about nearly 2 years with the NHS. It started with a referral from my doctors, then went to obviously the bariatric surgery people. Had a specialist that I spoke to for quite a while. Did some therapy sessions, which I found really useful. To be fair, they helped me solve into a few things. Got moved into tier 4, which is the surgery group, at like the start of this year. Then had some couple of meetings where they discuss, like video meetings with lots of other people, where they discuss the two different types of surgery. You get to pick if you want the bypass or the sleeve. The bypass seems to be more geared if you like suffering from diabetes or you got acid reflux, which luckily I don't have. So I've decided to go for the sleeve. Yeah, it's I'm sad I'm going for it in one way, but I'm also I struggle with my weight most of my life. I'm currently around 25 stone. At my heaviest, I've got to about 28. I've fluctuated between like 28 and 23 on and off for years now. It just goes up, and like, then I'll be really good for a while, but then it's very easy to slip into back into old habits, you know. So it's just one of those things. So as much as I don't want the surgery, and I don't want to say I feel like a failure for it. I feel dismayed that I'm having it, that I couldn't do it myself. But I understand it's a tool. It isn't going to fix all my solutions for me. I'm going to have to work hard with it. I'm going to have to do lots of stuff, but it's there, and it's. I don't smoke. I barely drink. I've got quite an active job. If it wasn't for a case of my eating, I'd be perfect health. And I know with the size I am, the longer I do without making action, the more and more risk I have of some serious health conditions. And yeah, I feel like this is, I guess in the short term, a way of saving my life and making my life worth living. I spent so long not being able to do stuff. Like, I love theme parks. I can't fit on roller coasters and stuff like that. Having to go places like that and watch my daughter and other people go on rides while I'm just there watching them, it's just the worst feeling in the world. And going clothes shopping and like never being able to buy your clothes apart from a few very specialist retailers, maybe mainly having to order stuff online. It's just, yeah, it's just takes its toll on you. It's quite draining mentally. And I know I've got no one else to blame. I'm not blaming anyone else. So I sort of know things in my history and that pushed me to have like a bad relationship with food. For me, it's been a case of more eating to make myself feel better, which is something that I've been really trying to work on, and like with these specialists and people there, because obviously that's not something that's going to go away. It's going to be harder to actually eat as much as I want. But yeah, I always find that I'm very good generally. On an average day, I have a little breakfast, a little lunch. I'm normally on the go. I'm normally busy. For me, it's an evening. I have a very big evening meal, and then just snack and just sweets and chocolates, and just terrible for it. And it's like I don't have it in the house. Having my daughter around, she's always got some treats around the house or something that I can't have. That I find myself stealing. It's just there, like, so. I'm just desperate for this help, and yeah, I'm very nervous about the surgery. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really had any surgery before or anything like that, so I'm kind of petrified about it, to be honest. But I know it's worth it. I've been trying to do as much research as I can myself. I've noticed there isn't really many, especially male people, that talk about their experience with it, and that's all I want to do. Is, as I said, if it's just for myself, just so I've got some sort of I can see what I've done and see changes and stuff like that. If it helps anyone else, that's great. If it's just for myself, I'm fine with that either way. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not putting advertisements on this stuff. It's literally just there for the purpose of maybe it will help someone else. I'll share my experience and we'll go from there. I've got my pre-op assessment this Friday, so I'll try and do a small video afterwards just to explain what happened, what it was like, and that. I know it's an hour. That's, as I said, that's a Friday at 2 o'clock, and then after that, I've got like 1 week until I have to start my liver reducing diet, which something I'm dreading a little bit. I've been being very good the last couple of weeks. I thought, obviously, the second I got the surgery date, which was 2 weeks ago, I thought the more weight I lose before then, obviously the safer the surgery is and the better things will be. So I've been really trying hard. But like for the liver reducing diet, I don't really like dairy. I'm not good with a lot of the stuff on the list, so I'm going for the food option. And it's like I'm going to be having something like just a small piece of toast for breakfast, like a sandwich thin or something with a piece of chicken in for lunch, and then dinner we're talking like some sort of lean meat, like only like 100 grams of chicken breast or turkey with 50 grams of boiled potato, pasta or rice, and then you're talking like you just have some green vegetables. It's quite specific on what vegetables you have. I understand the importance of the liver reducing diet, so I'm going to make sure I follow it to a T. I mean, interesting, the very last week before holiday, I'm on holiday to Centre Parks with friends and family, so yeah, that's like, it's an active place to go, but yeah, there's a lot of food temptation there and stuff, obviously with meals booked out, so I've made sure I've told them all that they really need to help me, and like, if I have to take myself away from situations where obviously they're eating stuff, and maybe I'll go for a walk or something instead of being there for that sort of thing, because I can imagine with the amount of calories I'm going to be on with the LDR, I'm probably going to be quite irritable anyway, especially if I'm being active as well, so it's going to be interesting. I've tried to stock up on a few items, like, I'll try and put some pictures up here in a minute of them, like of these different clear whey protein drinks. There's like a couple of Vimto flavoured ones and stuff like that, which are, they're pretty much just mixed with water, so you don't have to have them with milk or anything, and I'm hoping during the surgery, LDR, and afterwards, they're going to be sort of like my main base with how funny I am with foods, especially like dairy and stuff like that. So having something that's sweet but liquid, and it's like they're all sugar free pretty much anyway. They're just the way of getting that protein in. So as I said, I've got my pre-assessment on this Friday. Then on the Friday before the surgery's on the Monday the 4th, and the Friday before I've got to go in for my blood tests just to confirm it, and then all in for surgery. I mean, don't know how many days I'm going to be in or anything, about 2. I've watched a lot of people, but it seems to be quite like mixed on what their experience is with that, and then it seems like pain and stuff like that. It seems like a lot of people suffer with the gas that they use to inflate your belly so they can do the work. Like that seems to be something people, they don't normally say painful, they normally say uncomfortable in a very strong term. So, but whatever it is, it's obviously, I don't know, I've done it to myself, and this is there to help me, so it's worth it. So yeah, as I said, I will try and give some updates. Obviously, there isn't massive amounts going on before now and then, but I'll try and I'll give an update on when I've done my pre-op assessment, so you can just know what that's about. So I can just tell you what happened, but I'm not really sure myself either way. And then give you a bit of an update when I'm going through the liver reducing diets. Like try and do it a week, maybe a bit like when I'm on the holiday for a special, somewhere a bit exotic. And then, obviously the surgery, and go from there. How I found it, how it's going for me, hopefully no complications, but if there has been, and then just go from there. And I'll just try and be honest with my experience. So as I said, for myself, or if it helps anyone else who's got it in the future, it's all I'm trying to do. So you have to excuse my video editing and stuff like that. I'm very new to this. I just wanted to try and do some sort of way of remembering this, and hopefully this face is never going to look like this again soon in the future, and I can start living my life. I mean, I've also added a picture of what I currently look like, as I said, one that was taken a couple of weeks ago, so recently, so I've obviously got ones without tops and stuff on, but I don't really well be showing those pictures until I've got like some improvement to show against them. But maybe hopefully like in the future I'll be able to do this is what I was and this is what I am now sort of picture where, you know, I can look back at that and think, oh my god, that was me. But fingers crossed for that anyway. But yeah, thank you all very much, and yeah, if you are watching this, thank you for taking the time, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments or anything. I'll try my best to answer and be as honest as I can. But thank you all very much for your time. Bye.